Hello everyone, welcome to our today's session. Today I would want us to look at topic number 2, basically the returns of portfolios aspect, the various types of returns, what we call expected return of a portfolio, for example, the geometric mean returns, arithmetic returns, holding period returns, etc. And to help us, ladies and gentlemen, understand what we are talking about here, I would want us to look at this particular question of May 2018. May 2018, question number 5, boy. 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 So we are told there that Ndonye and his wife Lillian are planning for retirement and want to compare the past performance of a few mutual funds they are considering for investment. They believe that a comparison over a 5-year period would be appropriate. So they are provided with the following information about the Lowbridge fund that they are considering. So we have got years, we have assets under management at the beginning of the year. We have net return percentages. The couple is concerned that the effect of both tax and inflation might reduce their return based on the current tax code. They expect to pay a 30% tax on the return they earn from investment. Inflation has been around 2%, and they expect the same rate of inflation to be maintained. So required number 1, they want us to give them the holding period HPR, holding period return for the 5-year period. Number 2, the geometric mean annual return. I'm concerned with the returns, and as such, I'll only do Roman 1 and Roman 2. Roman 1 and Roman 2. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you have an examiner who wants you to get holding return, holding period return, holding period return, holding period return, and then this examiner happens to have given you some information. Perhaps it tells you the price at the beginning. Price at beginning, for example, 50. We have price at the end, for example, 60. Price at the end, for example, 60, and then you have end of the year. You have somebody wanting you to get the holding period what year return. So how will we get the holding period return? So first of all, we will calculate like the profit, what we call the capital gain. So how do we get capital gain? We'll take the price of this thing at the end of the year minus the price of the share at the beginning divided by the price of the share at the beginning. So the price at the end is 60 minus the price at the beginning, which is 50. Divide these by price at the beginning, P0 today, which is 50. So then these will be the same as 10 over 50, which will be the same as 0.2. So this 0.2, ladies and gentlemen, 0.2 is the same as 20% holding period return. And that is why in my first lesson, I gave you this particular formula that says that our holding period return will always be equal to the capital gain plus any expected dividend, because you're looking at total income to get a return. The total income divided by our investment, which is what here? Which is PO. At times, ladies and gentlemen, like this question that we have done here, allow us again to go back. Like this question we have done here, we've said our holding period return equals P1 minus PO. There's no dividend here. Divided by PO. So this one, I could decide to spread the PO. So if I decide to spread the PO here, I will end up getting P1 over PO minus PO over what here? Over PO. So ladies and gentlemen, if you just continue with this, the holding period return can as well be obtained by taking P1 over PO minus this divided by this is exactly 1. So if I try to plug in the figures If I try to plug in the figures here, what will I get? P1, end of a period, is 60. All over PO, which is 50, minus 1. So then this will be 60 divided by 50 is 1.2. So 1.2 minus 1, that will be exactly equal to 0.2. So 0.2, that is what here? 20%. That is 20%. So it's important for you to understand this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. At times you will go to an exam, get somebody giving you percentage returns. Percentage return, we have year 1, we have year 2. So for example, the percentage return for year 1 could be 20%. 20%. Year 2, for example, it could be 30%. And then we'll get an examiner who wants you to ascertain the holding return for this particular share for the whole 2-year period. 2-year period. So if it's a 2-year period, there is no problem. What I need to do is to come and create a column here of 1 plus R. 1 plus R. So 1 plus R, what do we have? Remember, 20% is the same as 0.2. So we have here 1.2. So 1 plus 20%, that will give me 1.2. This one will give me 1.3 like that. So once, ladies and gentlemen, I've got this 1 plus R, to get my holding period return, what I will do is to multiply these. This holding period return, whenever I've got many periods, normally takes the form of the geometric mean, although we don't raise to any power. So in short, my holding period return here will be 1 plus rate 1 into 1 plus rate 2. And then whatever I will get, I will go ahead and subtract what here? I'll go ahead and subtract 1. So if that is the case, ladies and gentlemen, then 1 plus R1, I know it's 1.2. Multiplied by 1 plus R2, which is 1.3. And then whatever I will get, I'll go there and subtract what here? I subtract 1. So what do we have there, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here, if you get out your calculator, this will be 1.2 times 1.3. Whatever I get minus 1, which gives me 0.56, which gives me 0. What here for the 2 years? 0.56 for the 2 years. Our average growth will be about what here? 56%. Will be about 56%. 56%. So it's important that you get to repeat these again. Yeah, it's 56% yes, 56%. So thank you and thank you very much. So when you look at the question that we are given here, it's quite an easy one. It's quite an easy one. If you look at the question we are given here, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite an easy one. It's quite an easy one. They've given us the net returns. They have given us the net returns. So they have given us returns here for the 5 years. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the first one is, I prefer writing them as decimals, 0.15. The second one will be minus 0.05. The third one will be 0.1. The fourth one will be 0.15. The fifth one will be 0.03. And then if you look at this thing very well, they want us to give them the holding period return. So it means that I need to come and create a column of 1 plus the returns. 1 plus the returns, right? So like now this one here will be 1.15, the first return plus 1. The second return, this will be 0.95. This one here will be 1.1, this will be 1.15, this will be 1.03. And then of course, ladies and gentlemen, for us to be able to get the holding period return for 5 years, what I need to do is to come and multiply all these. Because it's the concept of 1 plus R1 multiplied by 1 plus R2, etc. So come and take 1.15 times 0.95 times 1.1 times 1.15 times 1.0, and don't forget to subtract 1. Don't forget to subtract 1. So if I do it that way, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I will get in my calculator. We'll be talking of 1.15 times 0.95 times 1.1 times 1.1 . So we have here times 1.15, 1.15 times 1.03 minus 1, minus 1. So at the end of the day, I'll end up getting 0. What here? 0.42, 0.42, which is the same as what here? 42%, which is the same as 42%. So I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. And if you allow me, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take you to number 2 of this question. Number 2 of this question, they want me to give them the geometric mean annual return. The geometric mean annual return. Geometric mean annual return. So how do I get the geometric mean annual return? That is quite an easy thing. That's quite an easy thing. To get the geometric mean, ladies and gentlemen, what I need to do is to come on top of 1 plus R1 into 1 plus R2 multiplied by all the way up to multiplied by 1 plus Rn. There could be very many terms. And then what I'll need to do is to look for the nth root, which is the same as coming and raising this one here to what here somebody 1 over n, or you take a big root. And then at the end of the day, come and talk of what here somebody minus 1. So n is the number of years. Like in our case here, we've got 5 years. So fortunately, the 1 plus r already we have them. So my geometric mean, ladies and gentlemen, here will be 1.15 times 0.95 times 1.1 times 1.15 times 1.03, and then whatever I will get, I'll come and raise this to 1 over n, where n is 5 minus 1 like that. Minus 1. So ladies and gentlemen, you need to get again out your calculator. You need to get out your calculator. When you get out our calculator, what shall we be having at the end of the day? What shall we be having at the end of the day? What we'll be having at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, will be an easy thing. So we have here 1.15 times 0.95 times 1.1 times 1.15 again times 1.15 times 1.03 equals whatever I get, I'll come and raise it. I hope you're able to see the raised function. You raise it, open brackets there, 1 divided by 5. You close that bracket, equals whatever I get, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have to come and subtract what here? You subtract 1. So when you subtract 1, you'll be able to see 0.073. 0.073. So this becomes 0.073, which is the same as 7.3 what here? Percent, which is the same as 7.3%. 7.3%, which is the same as 7.3%. So I want to imagine that that has been quite an exciting session. I've also enjoyed your audience. So please keep on practicing and don't forget RCM online classes. If you want, in this case here, those online classes that you feel great after finishing a session, always think RCM. Always think RCM, and our phone number is here. Our phone number is here. 0719 525 1000. That is our phone number. Simply call on us and we shall be of help to you. Thank you very much.